Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Yeah. Point it right. Mike 48. Greystone, Travis. Hey, alert! 5. Hurry!
Throwing, Mayfield. And what a catch that time by Landry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
What we got? Real. Let's get it. Hey, seam 6. Hurry.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Jackson throwing once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Back. Hurry. Hey, alert 33. Hey, Haywood.
48 Mike.
Mayfield to throw it. Incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Alert. Hey, exit.
Now 3rd down and 6.
Hurry.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
King. Point it right.
Right there.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there. 54 Mike. 54's Mike.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6 as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Smooth. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. 48.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Terry. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Check 4, check 4.
Jackson now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Hurry, hurry. My touch.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, G.
Regular.
Crunch. Switch.
Protein spill.
48.
Hurry. Done.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hurry.
Hey, alert 48.
My touch.
Mayfield on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he's got this down to the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Topper.
Shit.
Hurry.
Check, 48.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Real. 57's the mic. Lock 57.
From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Tyus Bowser. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Check 9. Go.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
23 yards the pickup there. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mayfield looks to throw. his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Alert!
57's Mike.
Hurry!
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready. 44. Mike, 44.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Under team.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5.